Hello guys, it's me M again, and welcome to another, I guess already 16th episode of World of Tanks Good Replays. I hope you have enjoyed the last one with the Patton KR, a bit special episode, and today I have another tier 8 premium American vehicle for you, but today it's a heavy tank, and quite a newer one, and saying something about the date of the release. So this vehicle was released, quite a new one, as I said, January 26, 2022, before the Yoh tanks were introduced. They introduced this premium first, and nowadays it can be bought for I think 8,000 bonds in the bond store. So again, a bond tank. It was put into the bond store quite recently, I think a year ago or something like that. It hasn't been there for a very long time, so let's check the statistics or characteristics of this vehicle. So 360 alpha damage, like average penetration, the gun loading is quite okay, so the average DPM is quite good as well. It doesn't have the most accurate gun. From the gun traverse, from traversing hull or turret, the dispersion values aren't the best, definitely not, but it has nice 10 degrees of gun depression. The armor is quite good. It can side scrape, it can somewhat side scrape, somewhat go hull down, and it's quite fast, 45 kilometers top speed. I think I'm not using turbocharger in here. So 45 is the base top speed, so that is very nice for a tier 8 heavy tank, and even the power to weight ratios is quite high, especially for this tier, so it's maybe one of the fastest tier 8 heavy tanks. Concealment non-existing, and view range is quite good. And one more thing to say from the terrain resistances, they are below average, the hard and medium ones, and the soft one looks absolutely terrible. 3.26 is stated here on the webpage, so that is just terrible. So don't go with this tank to the mud. But what is nice about this vehicle, it has these, how is it called, reserve tracks. So when you, for example, side scrape, you get hit here, you got tracked, but you have this tiny little reverse track, so you can go back to the corner without unnecessarily using the repairs. So let's check the armor. So you can see the hull is can get penetrated even with standards, but it is quite trollish, as you can see. Some pixels are penetrable, some aren't. If you try to side scrape, you can. If enemy decides to low gold, the enemy can shoot here under the turret. The turret is strong. This isn't mantlet, but this structure in front of the turret is strong, when you can get penetrated into the gun, and obviously huge and paper cupola, right? And if you go hull down, well, you cannot hide it, right? Because you have this oscillating turret, but what you can do is you can aim like this, but not too much high, because otherwise you could penetrate it here under the gun. Then you can just try to hide your cupola somehow like this, so it's harder for the enemies to hit you, right? And what I have almost forgotten to do is to read the historical reference, right? So let's do it. Also quite a long one today again, so let's get into it. Development of the T95 series started in 1953. In June of the same year, Yoh Company Inc presented 7 blueprints, including the M4 Yoh project. It was supposed to be a 47-ton medium tank with a standard configuration for American tank building, a cast hull and turret, a 105mm gun, and 4 crew members. The most outstanding feature of the project was its oscillating turret. It had a stationary lower frontal part that had protected the oscillating segment from damage and jamming However, the further M4 Yoh development was discontinued and it existed only in blueprints. So medium tank, right? In this game it's a heavy tank, never mind. I guess we can get into the replay. So we're in the battle and look at this beautiful matchmaking. Tier 6s while we are tier 8. Awesome mountain pass, quite a good map, but not a good map for paper vehicles or vehicles that don't have that much of armor, but we have some armor, right? We are heavy tanks and we're top tier in this matchmaking, so that is awesome, right? So let's get into it. I'm choosing the first setup with hardening because why not, I can. And we're going left to the west side. We're gonna have a look at this. And this quite nice mobility, as I have already mentioned at the beginning. Quite fast, but the terrain resistances aren't the best, right? As you can see, top speed is 45, but we're going 40. We're still not at full speed. Maybe this tank could use some turbocharger, or maybe not. Like 40 is enough for a heavy tank, I guess. Already our light tanks are fighting for their lives. Probably our EBR will die and he's dead. Okay. Okay. I think I might try to push it when I'm the top tier. So the enemies cannot penetrate us that easily. And here we have the T-32, our biggest enemy in this whole matchup. Unfortunately I missed this snapshot, and as you can see I'm hiding my cupola. I missed them, never mind. I think this T-32 is stock. At least he doesn't have the best gun, the top gun. I think he has the turret, the better turret, judging by the amount of hit points, but I don't think he has the gun, definitely not. He missed. And this is how you should hide your cupola, right? It's not like this. This guy should be dead in no time. Two more and he's down. Hopefully, one more, we bounced again. And I will definitely try to finish him off as soon as I can. Just because he's tier 8. He can penetrate us quite easily. It's down. And look at this poor tier 6 tank. Yeah, this will be a cake for us. Can he penetrate us? He can't. We can penetrate him straight into the face, even though he's super heavy. We don't care. We'll try to go like this. Hopefully he won't hit us. He won't. He doesn't pay attention and he's dead. Good. So far so good. 2.7 thousand damage, 900 pounds, some assisting damage as well. Second kill to the AMX ELC, the tank which was available for free last summer, I guess, during the birthday. This poor Tiger 131. Unfortunately I only tracked him. He bounced us. What was this ramming damage? Why did I ram him when he's heavier than us? Another poor tier 6. which can penetrate us. Oh. Is he shooting gold ammunition? He is. Oh. That's why. If I recall it properly, probably has great gold penetration in the APCRs. Luckily for us, this bridge is down, so we can cross like that. Another for tier 6, oh sorry, that's tier 7 already. But he shouldn't be able to penetrate us like this anyway. We can overmatch his turret. 5 kills. Maybe we could get some more damage there. I don't think we'll be able to do so. Let's see and let's hope for the best. At least one hit, so it could be 5,000 damage. I'm switching to HE for the SU, for obvious reasons. This is a paper vehicle, glass cannon. But probably our teammates will kill him before we can get to him. Will they? Oh yes, the SU got him. And probably the M4 will die as well. But that was a great battle, great success. We've been battling the lower tiers, but what can we do? It's better to bully lower tiers than to be bullied by higher tiers, by tier 10s, right? But I think we did quite a lot of the damage, even though there wasn't so much of the hit points in the game due to this matchmaking. So that's it, that's this replay, that's this battle. Let's get into the final scoreboard very quickly. So we're at the final scoreboards. As you can see, obviously ace tanker. There will never be, hopefully, a replay without ace tanker in this series. High caliber, bunch of other nice medals. 5 kills, almost 4.8 thousand damage, 1.2 thousand bounced, almost 500 assistance damage. Obviously we have been firing at tier 6s, sometimes at tier 7s, and we farmed disc tier 8, T32 quite a lot. Obviously first by the experience, 1.4, 1.5 thousand base experience. First by the damage. Look at this team, crazy. The first guy had 1.4 damage. Do you think? So we're first by the damage, first by experience, first by kills. And look at this profit, 180,000. Plus we haven't been shooting much of the gold, if any, right? I have been using personal reserves as well, because why not with a premium vehicle. And that's quite a good battle, right? So if you have enjoyed this one, as always, don't forget to leave a like, comment down below what you think. You can suggest future vehicles in future videos. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, share with your friends, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss anything in the future. And I will hopefully, guys, see you in the next one very soon. And until then, have a good one. See you guys.